supporters. Let's get seated and get ready for the first semi-final between Team Czech Republic and Team USA. A big thanks to all our partners and sponsors, the municipality of Visp and Raron, WBHC, Visp, Life Systems, Netzwerk, Oxford AG, Sinkabau AG, Volkengroep, und die Alex Arena. Thanks for your support. Of course, a warm welcome to both teams, staff, coaches, trainers, and all of their supporters.
Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Is that from up top?
It was from
Here? Oh, good.
No, it was from up top.
But how far up? This one? Nice. That's a picture here, right there. So they did not call it goal. That's smart. I'm glad to have that replay.
Today's referees between Czech Republic and USA are Peter Isco and Stefan Hosek. The open judge is Joe Ryan. USA. In goal number 45, Andrew Carter. 25, Joe Lito. 88, Michael Ennis. 20, Drew Albright. Number 92, Nick Carter. 8, Mark Bergamasco. Number 60, John Duffy. 90, Kobe Swift. 71, Jordan Albright. Number 24, Johnny Lewis. 97, Mike Mullen, Merrill. 72, Corey Wilson. Number 11, Steve Shaw. Number 4, Vinny Tunello. Number 9, Eddie Irvin. 43, Brandon Persichetti. 40, Brandon Krause. 93, Carl Callahan. 21, AJ Gus. 37, Scott Morgan. Number 61, Nicola Levesque. 81, Corey Fredrickson. Number 13, Brandon Jones. Second goalie is number 31, Robert Snyder. Coach and trainer of Team USA is Corey Hershey. Welcome to the Team Czech Republic.
Hey hockey fans, welcome back to the first of the men's semifinal games. Boy, have we got a big one here. A rematch of the men's A-pool round robin. The United States wearing dark blue against the Czech Republic in red. We expect this one to be one heck of an affair, I'll tell you. In the first matchup between these two teams, the Czech Republic ended up winning the game 6-0. And it was just one of those games where the United States just didn't have their A game. But hey, credit to the Czech Republic. You know, they came out, took it to the United States, and they handled their business. So the United States, since then, has played one game against the quarterfinals that was arguably their best game of the tournament. Led by the captain, Johnny Ruiz, who ended up winning player of the game. They looked just tremendous yesterday. They really did. They were running around, moving their legs, creating passing lanes, shot opportunities. They just looked like a different team that lost 6-0 to the Czech Republic. Jordan Albright had a great game. Nick Carter on defense. Andrew Carter, you know, in net, absolutely solid. You know, for the Czech Republic, they are led by tournament leading scorer number 92, Jan Čeka. Keep an eye on him. Also, number 89, Jan Billy. He's played really well as we are ready for the ball drop. Get ready for a good one here. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Chris Bakanowicz. Happy to have you with us as the Czechs take the opening draw back into their zone. Just a reminder, you can get live scoring in effect on stats.isbhf.com. A link directly available from our website as the United States gets hemmed in there along the neutral zone. Potential odd man rush here for the Czechs. Good hustle play by the United States, getting back on the part of number 93, Connor Callahan, who also had a great game yesterday. Wraparound attempt, stuffed. Rifled in, and we are going to go ahead and get our first whistle as the face-off is going to come out. to the left of the U.S. netminder, Andrew Carter. He was tremendous yesterday. United States battled a little bit of the injury bug. Unfortunate for them, one of their players, Cody Swift, ended up hurting his leg. He's not dressed for this game. Another player battling a groin injury. But they have managed to recover. Head coach Corey Hurst, assistant coach Tom Ruiz, Bill Sullivan done a tremendous job keeping the players motivated, engaged, but most importantly, on the hunt for some hardware. So they'll either play for the gold or the bronze, depending on the outcome of this game, as Czech player blows the tire there. Chip back into the zone. Here's an opportunity for the United States. Corey Wilson walking in, centering attempt. Good stick work there on the part of the Czech Republic. That was number 11, Samuel Kucharczyk. Good read on the play by Corey Wilson, Boston area native, veteran of these World Championships, member of the 2014 U20 junior bronze medal team, 2015 silver medal team for the men's, and then last year's, or pardon me, 2022's bronze medal winner in Laval, Quebec. As the ball is dumped in deep, and we have a whistle here. So offsides. $13:19 left in the opening period here of the first men's semifinal matchup. After this, it'll be Canada taking on the hometown Swiss, who have just been the story of the tournament so far, as we get the ball dumped in deep into United States zone, picked back up by the U.S. Michael Andes with it, chips it up to Brendan Persischetti. Persischetti trying to get it out of the zone, kept in by the Czechs down low, and then it caroms towards center floor there, as the U.S. is going to get some fresh legs. Back to Drew Albright. So Wojtek Mokry in net for Czech Republic. He's been outstanding this tournament as well. As the U.S. walks it in, shot just goes wide, rebound effort. Looked like it rolled off of the stick there of number 97, Mike Malloy. U.S. trying to get some sustained pressure on a give and go there from Malloy. Shot just goes wide. He's trying to get it over to Scott Wargan. Czechs had the passing lane blocked there, as Drew Albright makes a nifty move. Saucers it to himself, shot it, just goes wide. And Mokry's going to go ahead and cover that up, as Nikola Levesque gives a little bit of the business to the Czech Republic. 12:15 left here in the opening period. Scoreless affair. U.S. in blue, Czech Republic in red. See on the replay there, shot went wide by Albright, and then Levesque took exception to that stick lift after the whistle. So we see the captain, Johnny Ruiz. Up there on the high definition Ultra 4K Jumbotron. Behind him is JD Dutney. To his right, Jordan Albright. Looks like a late line change here for Corey Hirsch. There might be some no. Corey's just pointing. Okay, so he sent Levesque back out. Nikola Levesque originally came off. So face off one cleanly by Ruiz to Albright. Threw it on net to where Levesque was. Bounced off of a foot to the corner. Levesque still bodying the Czech player. Rolls off of a foot, what it looked like there, into the center. Here comes the Czech Republic screaming in all along. Great poke check by Carter, but we're going to get a call here on the United States early. Golden opportunity coming up for the Czech Republic. 11:57 remaining here in the first period, as the captain, Johnny Ruiz, goes to ask for an explanation. Looked like clean hockey to me from up here. Obviously, I'm not down on the floor, and one thing I don't do at World Championships is criticize the referees. Folks, I'll tell you, they got the hardest job in the tournament. You've heard me say it a lot. You can listen to me call a World Championship. This game is so fast here. Things happen so quickly. And we're going to get a penalty shot here. But Ruiz is asking for an explanation. I never saw the ref give it to him. So it's number 89, Jan Billy, who is going to take the penalty shot here. Wow, what a turn of events. All right, well, here we go. Billy versus Andrew Carter. Billy takes it to his right. Gonna come in from the side. Stick handling, looking to make a move here. Shot score, roofs it. Czech Republic up 1-0. Outstanding forehand, backhand by Jan Billy. So, for those fans at home wondering how that was a penalty shot, right? Basically, the rules here in ball hockey are very similar to ice hockey. In the referee's opinion, the infraction prevented the player from getting a shot attempt off on the net while there was no one between him and the goalie, and that's why they called the penalty shot. So, Czechs with the first break of the game, they capitalize here as the backhand attempt goes wide. They regain the zone. Walking it in all alone. Poke checked away. Shot. Blocked. Over to the corner. Connor Callahan ends up going off the scoreboard. So the faceoff comes back down deep into the U.S. zone. Well, unfortunate start, obviously, for the Americans here, finding themselves down 1-0. But they just got to put it behind them, right? It's over and done with. Move on to the next shift. Referee providing some instructions here on the draw. One back by Corey Wilson into the corner. Taken out by the Americans, up along center floor, and then chipped forward by Wilson, but he had not gained the red line there, so that's going to end up in a flooring call, and the faceoff will come all the way back down into the U.S. zone with 11:21 remaining here in the opening period. All right, Wilson getting back, ready for the draw. Referee providing instructions now to the Czech player. That's the goal scorer, Jan Billy. Long shot from the point, deflected on net, easily patted aside by Carter. Good positional goaltending. U.S. patient with the ball in their own zone. Dutney with it, sends it up to Wilson. Wilson looking for some help here. Doesn't have it, sends it in down low. Picked up by Fredrickson. Backhanded it in front, nobody there. Swiped at by Brandon Jones, still loose, into the corner. Dutney after it, picks it up along the far boards. Dutney, cross floor pass over to Tumanello. U.S. getting some fresh legs out of here, so Tumanello just trying to eat some time until the U.S. gets set up. Tumanello now at the red zone. Makes a spin move. Czech player blows a tire there. Tumanello down low. Give and go. Oh, it just gets poke checked away. Long shot from the point. Gets deflected up over the crossbar. Nice move there by Tumanello. Long shot by Levesque from the point. Rattles all the way around. That's going to go outside the zone. Well, credit to Tumanello there. Very patient with the ball. Had the right idea. Tried that give and go. Czech player just got a stick on it there towards the end. Sent in toward Levesque. He's pushed into the boards. Recovers, sends over to Persischetti. Taken over by the Czechs. So now the United States getting some fresh legs out, as does the Czechs. Center floor. Czech Republic still patient with the ball here, looking for a way into the zone. Long shot. Stick up into the netting by Carter. And the faceoff will come down deep into the U.S. zone. 9:33 remaining here in the opening period. Czech Republic leading 1-0 on a penalty shot called against Nick Carter and number 89 for the Czech Republic, Jan Billy, a veteran of these World Championships. Went forehand, backhand on Nick Carter, or pardon me, on Andrew Carter. Top shelf to give them the 1-0 lead. Face off, one back by the Czechs. Shot from the point, goes wide. Czechs unable to corral the rebound. Shot back in by Steve Sion, all the way around for Mike Malloy. Malloy bodied into the boards. U.S. down there trying to get help, move it. Ball loose in between a bunch of feet down there. Still trying to get work loose. Finally, the Czechs pick it up. Czechs take it up through their zone. Taken up by Martin Kruchek, another veteran of these World Championships. Too hard around the boards. Intercepted by the U.S. Back behind the net, Molilo. Apologize for that. There was a technical issue there for a moment as Carter made the save, and then it was batted into the corner there by Mike Malloy. All the way deep to the point. Centering attempt broken up. Here's the captain, Johnny Ruiz, streaking in alone. Oh, save! Mokri, rebound is loose. Mokri able to smother it. Well, golden opportunity there for Johnny Ruiz as he gives Mokri a tap to say good save. Take a look at this on the replay. Outstanding read there by Johnny Ruiz. Trying to go 5-hole, almost had it. Just went off the stick, up into the bottom of his chest protector. Face-off picked up by the Czech Republic. Dumped all the way in towards Carter. Jan Čeka giving chase. Dumped into the Czech zone, right on net. And we're going to get a face-off here. I got to put the headset down, folks. Apologize. There's some technical issues. Let me go ahead and get that sorted out. Shot and a score there. Again, I apologize for the technical issues, folks. We're working with the streaming company to try and get this sorted out. Right now, we're being told that there is no English stream going. But this game is being recorded, so assume people will watch it. Try and give you the commentary here as Drew Albright gets the goal. Doing my best to get this sorted out. Take a look at it here on the replay. So the U.S. had the shot, passes it over to Albright, and just rang the top of the net. You can see the water bottle move. What an outstanding pinpoint shot there by Drew Albright. As the referee is signaling to Brendan Percischetti something about face-off. So the U.S. ties it up at 1. Drew Albright. I'll get you the scores full report here in just a moment. Czechs pick it back up. Long shot. Well wide. Off of a foot, into the corner it goes. Sent back deep by Czech Republic, looking for the passing lane. Over to the far boards. So Albright's goal assisted by number 81, Corey Fredrickson. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the period here. Shot faked, ended up making it all the way through on Carter. We've just gone down in the butterfly. Again, good solid position of goaltending by both Carter and Mokry early in this game. They are clearly on top of their game. They got their heads in the game. And we're going to get a penalty here. Referee immediately putting his arm up. High sticking. So golden opportunity now. The United States has the momentum as we see here on the replay. Czech player went for the stick lift, got part of it, but also caught the U.S. player there. Just, it looked like underneath the chin. .556 remaining here in the opening period. Ruiz ready to take the draw. He's got Jordan Albright at the point, along with Drew Albright. So Drew Albright over to Jordan Albright. Back to Drew. Over to Ruiz. Nikola Levesque in the middle. Shot goes off of a leg. Picked up by Jordan Albright. And then the Czechs end up getting a clear there. So the U.S. will try and carry it back into the zone. That was Vladkov Schleierhofer who managed to get the clear as Mokry chooses to play that into the corner and not get a whistle. Interesting decision. U.S. along the far boards. One-timer shot just goes wide. Rebound just goes wide. Boy, that was a bullet from Jordan Albright. As referee whistles, looks like it hit somebody there on the Czech bench. Well, it's Mike Malloy out there on the power play as well. See the pass here and take a look at this shot. Absolute laser beam. Didn't miss by much. Well, good movement on the U.S. They got to be happy with first 40 seconds of that power play there. So now Corey Wilson's out along with Brandon Jones to his left. Corey Fredrickson to his right. Dutney behind him along with Nick Carter. Face off, tied up into the feet, still loose, picked up by Corey Wilson. Corey down low. Over to Fredrickson, back to Corey. Back to Dutney, over to Corey. Dutney fakes a shot, over to Carter. Back to Dutney. 50 seconds left on the man advantage. U.S. very patient with the ball. Over to Brandon Jones. Jones, turnaround shot. That made it through. Good pad save by Mokry. Smart heads-up play there by Jones. Back to the point. Over to Dutney. Fakes a shot. Pass. Back down low. U.S. still with possession. Trying to walk it out in front here. Back to the point. Over to Dutney. Fakes a shot. One-time effort by Wilson. Didn't get all of that. Easy pad save by Mokry. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Wilson walks on alone. Had a shot there. He was trying to go top corner, and the Czech player, number 92, Jan Čeka, killing penalties as well as being the tournament leading scorer so far. There are 10 seconds left on the man advantage here as the Johnny Ruiz line comes back out. So he's got Callahan, Jordan Albright, Drew Albright, and Nikola Levesque. Face off one back by the Czechs, but Jordan Albright there. Picked up by Callahan, tried to get a shot, and again, good stick work there on the part of the Czech Republic. That shot was deflected by Zdeněk Král up into the mesh netting with 2 seconds left on the man advantage. So the U.S. is going to have to win the draw and get something here done quickly before the Czechs are back at full strength. Face off one back by the Czechs, all even. Rattled around, picked up by Callahan, sent back towards Albright. Albright towards the near boards, over to the point to Levesque. Wrist shot goes off of a leg all the way to the far boards. Levesque win the battle. Sent in down low towards captain Johnny Ruiz. Czechs gain possession. See if they just dump it and get a line change here to get the lines back. Looks like that's what they're going to do, as 2 players, now 3, head to the bench. Czech player walking in all alone, but obviously his poke checked away. It's 1-on-3 there. Drew Albright has it. Albright looking to carry it out. Sends it back. Nobody there. Well, his brother Jordan goes and gets it, as the U.S. gets some fresh legs out as well. So back behind the net for Joe Melillo. Got Michael Andes along the near boards. Mike Malloy at center floor. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the opening period. Czech Republic, United States tied 1-1. Czechs the number 2 seed, the United States the number 3 seed. Back behind the net, long outlet pass. Unable to pick that up is number 37, Scott Worgan, so that faceoff will come. Face-off won back by the Americans, but beaten to the ball by the Czechs. Still a battle back behind the net. Czechs win possession. Centering attempt, nobody there. Shot goes high over the glass, back on the back of the net. Wraparound attempt stuffed by Carter. Poke checked away. Good job there by Michael Andes as we approach the 2-minute mark. We have a penalty coming up on the Americans. Shot, save, Carter. Let's see what the call is. So the Czechs will be on the man advantage here for the remainder of the period. So the penalty is on Joe Melillo. The U.S. shorthanded now for the remainder of this period. Captain Johnny Ruiz is out there to take the draw. Taking it for the Czech Republic is Jan Billy. One back cleanly by Ruiz. Picked up by Dutney. And 2 minutes for hooking on Melillo. Czechs. Great opportunity here to retake the lead. Shot goes off of a stick. Good job by Dutney blocking that shooting lane. Sent down low. U.S. needs to be careful here. Shot blocked. Good job there by the captain, Johnny Ruiz, doubling back to get in that shooting lane. Czechs pick it up after the clear. Slowly walking in, trying to gain the zone. They do. They'll get set back up now as we approach the 1 minute mark. Czechs still playing pitch and catch along the far boards. See if they try and walk it in. They do, down low. Fanned on the one-time attempt. Shot goes high off the glass. Less than a minute left in the period. Center attempt, opportunity for the Czech. Shot blocked. Advance it forward onto the stick of Jordan Albright. He's going to try and kill some time here against number 27, Yuri Habar. Albright still with it. Outstanding hustle play by Jordan Albright. Boy, there's the kind of play you need from the leaders on your team. U.S. going to end up getting 20 seconds off this power play, all because of the hustle play by Albright there. Now it's down and deep by Tumanello. 25 seconds left. Czechs got to get 2 men on the ball. They do. Tumanello is not going to move this ball. He'll take a draw if he can get it. Czechs now have 3 people down there. This is outstanding work by Tumanello. Look at this guy sacrificing the body, getting peppered. Almost loses his helmet by 3 Czechs. They realize the seriousness of the situation. 7 seconds left, long dump in. 5 seconds left. Unable to get it out. They're not going to get the shot off, and that's it. Outstanding play there by Albright and Tumanello. Boy, you just got to tip your cap to the hard work there. And you could see how energized the U.S. bench is compared to the Czechs. U.S. going out to congratulate Carter. Czechs just slowly walking off dejected. Well, that could be a momentum changer. We'll see. 10-minute intermission between breaks. We'll see you back here in 10 for the start of the second. U.S. and Czechs tied at 1.
Face loving, face oh, so bad.
Lass deinen Traum wahr werden. Wird zum Profi. ochsnerhockey.ch
Welcome back. Just about ready here. Start of the second period. United States and the Czech Republic in the first men's semifinal matchup of the day. All even at 1. Czechs opened the scoring on a penalty shot scored by number 89, Jan Billy. And then later on, the U.S. tied it up on a top shelf wrist shot off the stick of Drew Albright, assisted by number 81, Corey Fredrickson. As we are ready for second period action here at Lanza Arena, the winner of this game will play for the gold medal, guaranteed at least the silver. So let's see if the United States keeps the momentum after killing that penalty at the end of the first period. Ball batted up off of the glass, then down below the boards, rattled all the way around towards the point, sent back in deep. Persischetti with it. Persischetti sends it in down low, back behind the net. It's the U.S. looking for a passing lane, none there. U.S. still with it, getting the cycle going. Persischetti has it. Sends it back to Bergamasco. Bergamasco hemmed in, tries to get it back to Persischetti. He does. Persischetti trying to get it out in front. Good stick work there by the Czechs. As they gain possession, and the U.S. will get some fresh legs out. Looks like the Czechs are going to go for some line changes here as well. Steve Syan there at center floor. And a long forecheck. And then ends up with just a weak wrister on net. For Andrew Carter, who other than the penalty shot has made every save he's needed to make. So far, based on stats.isbhf.com, Wojtek Mokry for the Czech Republic has made 10 saves on 11 shots, and Carter has made 9 saves on 10 shots. Sent back in down deep by the Czechs. A little too hot to handle, rattled around the near boards. Picked up by Kudela, trying to get it poke check away as the Americans. Kudela grabs it, puts it down on the ground. Turnaround shot, good pad save by Carter. Back to the point, over to Czechia, sends it back down low. Back down along the near boards. The Czechs trying to get a cycle going here. Czechs still with possession, still working the cycle. Crawl with it. Crawl, center attempt. Good job on Nick Carter there. Keeping an eye on Kucharczyk. Making sure he wasn't able to get a redirect on that, as Kucharczyk still has it. All the way back to the point. Dump back in down low. Czechs with some good attack zone time here. All along the far boards. Steve Syan ends up centering it, and then it goes all the way down deep off the stick of Nick Carter. So back into the U.S. zone it comes. 12:44 left here in the second period. 1-1 United States and Czech Republic. The winner of this game will play in the gold medal game against the winner of our next semifinal game, which will be the number 1 seed, Team Canada, taking on the number 6 seed, the hometown Switzerland. And they have been the story of the tournament thus far. Second youngest team in the tournament. Had an amazing comeback victory yesterday against Greece. There's a shot, pad save, Carter. Good clean win by the Czechs there. Nice hard shot by Vaclav Schlehofer. Czechs still working it behind the net, trying to drag it out in front. Bodied off the play. Back to the point to Schlehofer. Long shot, goes wide onto the stick of one of the Americans. Loses his footing. Sent across the floor. Carter has it. Does not manage to get it out of the zone, but it goes right onto the stick of an American player, and he cannot get it out of the zone either. Dumped back in by the Czechs. Still with some sustained zone time here. That one's going to end up being cleared all the way out. Picked up by the Czech goal scorer, Jan Billy. Dumps it off to Michal Procha. Procha with it. Over to Marquitan. Marquitan, long wrist shot right to the chest protector. Carter. Design play there to get a face-off, obviously. 11:46 remaining in the second period. Face-off taken by Andrej Prasek for the Czech Republic against the captain Johnny Ruiz for America. Face-off one to the side by Ruiz. Chipped up into the glass. And then on back to the point. Long shot goes wide. Poked in the corner by Andis. Andis makes a move. Going to carry it out in front. Andis showing the speed. Andis through the neutral zone. Dumps it in down deep. U.S. with an opportunity here. Jordan Albright up. Rolled off of his stick. He had Connor Callahan in front there momentarily. Ball comes outside the zone onto the stick of captain Johnny Ruiz. Poked away by the Czech Republic. Czechs screaming for a call there, but just good solid hockey. Refs going to let the players decide these games. Not saying they're going to put their whistle in their pocket. Obviously, they've called some penalties already, but one great thing about these ISBHF referees here at the World Championships, they are the best of the best. Centering attempts redirected into the zone. Picked up by the Czechs. Near boards onto the stick of Jacob Lorink. Little rink with it. Czechs looking for an entry into the U.S. zone here. U.S. in a 1-4. Czechs managed to gain the zone. Czechs behind the net. Lorink with it. Sent it back behind the net. Back to the point. Give and go. A little too hot to handle. Right idea there by number 86, Martin Kruchek. Onto the stick of Lucas Loda. Loda throws it on net. Waffled aside by Carter. Back to the point. Just past 9 minutes, 55 seconds remaining. Mishandled by the U.S. and then Carter ends up getting a glove on it. Whew! U.S. dodges a bullet there. Looks like that was Nicola Leves that mishandled that one. Take a look at the replay here. So you see the long shot. Leves goes to glove it down and just missed on it. Carter down into the butterfly, able to smother it. Czechs win the draw, but it's intercepted by the Americans out of the stick of Persischetti. Persischetti carrying it into the zone. U.S. aggressive on the forecheck there, but ends up rattling up towards the far boards, dumped in by the Czech now into the U.S. zone. Jan Čeka for the Czech Republic with it. He's been their best player behind the net. Czechs looking to make something happen here. Czechs very strong on the ball as always. This is Dalomil Zrodnik with it. Send it back to the point, and then he goes off. So that ball's going to roll all the way behind the net onto the stick of Čeka. Falls down, no call on the play. As Čeka falls down again, takes the U.S. player with him. That's Carter. Shot, pad save. Rebound score! Čeka makes it 2-1 off of his own shot. He's just been fantastic in this tournament, leading their team in scoring and gives them the lead 2-1 with 9 minutes remaining here in the second period. See how that happened on the replay here. So there was Carter and Čeka down on the ground, the center attempt, shot. Carter makes the initial saves, goes right back to Čeka, and he just popped the corner right over Carter's shoulder. That's what finishers do. They finish, right? So U.S. now trailing again by 1 goal. Picked up by Andis. Andis has it. Back behind the net to Malilo. Over to the far boards, Malloy back behind the net. Over to Eddie Urban. Urban looking for an outlet pass. Czechs applying pressure on the forecheck here. Got 2 men in the U.S. zone, now 3. as a couple of them go off for a line change. So the U.S. will have an opportunity to get this outside the zone, but misplayed, ends up as a flooring call. So the face-off will come down deep into the U.S. zone. So here's the replay of the goal. You see, just popped it top shelf right over Carter's shoulder. And there's nothing you can do, right? That's a goal scorer's goal. That's why he's leading the team in scoring. Unfortunate break for the Americans, but they'll have to do what they've done all tournament, just overcome adversity, try to win the next shift. Turnaround shot, went off of a stick high off the glass, back behind the net. Picked up by Urban. Along the near boards to Melillo, chips it up. Onto the stick of Malloy. Over to Worgen. Worgen with it as the U.S. gets some line changes here. Worgen dumps it in down deep. Has it poke checked away. Ruiz goes into the corner. Over to Worgen. Sent it back to Levesque, down deep to Albright. Jordan Albright with it. Albright trying to walk it out in front. Back to the point to Drew Albright. Long shot. Hit the pipe. Rebound. Save. Oh, golden opportunity there. That one absolutely rang the pipe. Not sure that Mokri ever saw it. See here on the replay. A lot of traffic in front. Yeah, you can see. Just rang the pipe off the blocker side. Oof. U.S. almost got the equalizer there on that long blast. Would have been Albright's second of the game. One back by the Americans, kept it at the point. Tried dump it down deep, but was intercepted by the Czechs. Almost an opportunity for them to walk in all alone. So they take possession now. Over to Kruchek. One-time attempt, shot goes wide. Nikola Levesque loses possession. Czechs with it now, Lucas Loda. Loda, pad save Carter. Back to Loda. Loda with his head up, looking for passing lane here. Nowhere to go. Long shot gets deflected up into the mesh netting, so the face-off should come here out towards the neutral zone. As both teams get full line changes.
Municipality of Visp and Raron, Life Systems, Metzgerijkzoeken, Oxford Hockey AG, Sikabouw AG, Volker Group, Vanessa Campanauer, and Alex Arena. Thanks for your support.
Ready for the draw. Picked up by the Czechs. Dump it back in. Giving chase is Nick Carter. Carter behind the net. Czechs applying an aggressive forecheck here in this period. Carter still looking for something. Got Dutney up along the near boards. Dutney forced to take it back behind the net. Czechs again, aggressive forecheck. U.S. moving their legs through the neutral zone, but the Czechs are just following them everywhere. U.S. unable to find a clean seam pass here. Still back behind the net. 6 minutes remaining here in the second period. Czech Republic leading 2-1 on the goal by Jan Čeka. Taken by Corey Wilson. Dumps it in down deep. Corey Fredrickson giving chase here. Fredrickson picks it up. Has it along the far board. Centering attempt goes off of a foot. Bounces into the near corner. Back behind the net onto the stick of Corey Wilson. Dumps it up to Brandon Jones. Jones with it. Jones looking to make something happen. Dumps it back down deep to Corey Wilson. Wilson looking to pick up the ball. Is dumped. No call on the play. Ball gets lobbed out of the zone. And that's going to be a flooring call. So the Czechs will have to bring those players back out onto the floor. Take a look at the replay here. You see the Corey Wilson getting sandwiched between two Czech players there. Wilson, a Team USA veteran, part of the 2014 bronze medal winners along with Captain Johnny Ruiz, and is on the 2015 silver medal winning team along with the 2022 bronze medal winning team. So waiting for the Czechs to get the right people back out onto the floor. As number 19, Zdeněk Král comes back. We're ready for the draw. Tumanello will take it for the Americans. Czechs complaining that the Americans are cheating on the draw here. That's Persischetti. One back by Persischetti on the stick of Melillo. Wrist shot, deflected just wide. Good redirect there by Tumanello. Melillo has it pinned along the near boards, just below me. Both teams furiously trying to dig it out. 3 Americans there, 3 Czechs. Still a battle. Czechs appear to have control down low. They do. Picked up by Patrick Novak. So the Czechs will get some line changes here. US back into the 1-4. Sent in by the Czechs. Down along the near boards. Back behind the net. Czechs trying to walk this one out in front. They can. That was Lucas Loda all the way back to the point. Long shot, deflected wide. Back behind the net. All the way over to the point. Long wrist shot, deflected up over the net out in front of Carter, and then cleared out of danger by the Americans. Czechs still with zone time here. Lucas Loda with it. Over to Kruček. Tried to saucer that one in. Picked up by the Czechs. Back to Kruček. He's going for the one-timer. Too hot to handle. Back to the point. Over to Kruček. Down low to Loda. Loda with it. Sends it back to the point. Down over to Patrick Novak. Over to Kudela. Kudela has it. Back to the point. Fakes the shot. Down low onto the stick of Kukarczyk. Czech still with zone time here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Czechs moving the ball well. Centering attempt goes all the way through. Trying to find the stick of Jan Čeka. Čeka back to the point. Czechs. Shot. Went wide. Picked up by the Americans. Trying to get it clear here. They do. That's going to end up in a flooring call, though. Some tired Americans out on the floor right now. 2 minutes 56 remaining in the second period. First men's semifinal of the day. The winner will play in the gold medal game against either Canada or Switzerland. That game's coming up next. Czechs lining up for the draw here. It'll be Lucas Loda on the draw. Tumanello for the Americans. It's all picked up by the Americans. Persischetti trying to carry it out of the zone. Falls down. Poke check forward by the Americans. They'll be able to get some changes here as Bergamasco hustles down deep. Good job there. Dumped in all the way in on Carter. He's going to be forced to tie that up, but the ball had squirted loose. The referee blew the whistle. Czech bench is screaming. It looked like Carter had it there for a second, and if I'm the Czechs, I have every right to be upset. It certainly squirted loose. It was a quick whistle. They're going to give the referee an earful there. Take a look at the replay here. See how quick this happened. Carter goes to have it, right? He's got his back to the referee. Referee blew it dead, and that's it. It's unfortunate for the Czech Republic, right? You know, the ball came loose, but that's hockey. Sometimes you get the break, sometimes you don't. One-timer hits the pipe! Off the stick of number 12, Tomáš Kudela. Oh, you heard that iron ring all the way up here. Nikola Levesque with it. Czechs with it. Back to Kudela. Kudela trying to wheel and deal his way out of trouble. Still with the ball. Czechs now with potentially numbers. Nice, good shot. Ended up being blocked. Poke check away, just out of the reach of Ruiz. 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. Czech Republic looking to get back to the gold medal game where they lost in 2022 to the defending champion Canada in Laval, Quebec. The U.S. gains possession. See if they can get a counterattack going. Jordan Albright dumps it in down deep. Albright meets the Czech player, gets bodied off the play, and that gets rifled all the way up into the mesh netting for a face-off with 1 minute and 29 remaining here. Second period. U.S. looking for an answer on the goal by the Czech leading scorer, and in my opinion has been their best player this tournament, number 92, Jan Čeka. Shot just goes wide. Picked up by the Czechs, trying to gain the American zone. They do. Brandon Jones there to intercept. Picked up by Dutney. Blocked by the Czech Republic. Back onto the stick of Carter. Along the near boards over to Brandon Jones. Jones trying to backhand it in. Czechs got a stick on it. Last minute of play in the period. Shot got deflected. Brandon Jones trying to get it out of danger. Can't. Just poke back in. Now Corey Wilson has it. Dumps it in down deep. Corey Fredrickson trying to battle along the boards. 2 Czechs there as the U.S. got some fresh legs. 35 seconds remaining. Down to 25 seconds. 15 seconds remaining here. U.S. content to sit back in the trap right now. Try and let the clock run out, it seems. Shot easily waffled aside by Carter. 5 seconds left. Referee right there. Referee can see the ball. Not going to give him a whistle. That's going to be the period. So the Czech Republic will take a 1-goal lead into the third period. The United States will need to find an answer here in the third. We'll be back in 10.
Lass deinen Traum wahr werden. Wird zum Profi. ochsnerhockey.ch
Welcome back. Almost ready for the start of third period action here. Czech Republic leading the United States 2-1. Czech Republic opened up the goal scoring on a penalty shot, capitalized on by Jan Billy. U.S. answered later on a goal in the first period by Drew Albright, assisted by number 81, Corey Fredrickson. And then in the second period, the only goal unassisted ended up with his own rebound, number 92, Jan Čeka. The winner of this game will play for gold. The loser will play for bronze. This is the first of our two semifinal matchups. Coming up next is Canada against Switzerland. Canada, the number 1 seed, Swiss number 6. In this game, U.S. number 3 seed, Czech Republic number 2. As the Czechs take it back behind their net and then start to advance the ball out. So we'll see if the U.S. goes with any strategy changes here. They've been playing a 1-4 against this Czech attack. Ball rattled all the way around into the boards. Captain Johnny Ruiz there. Czechs going to try and circle this out in front. Centering attempt, shot blocked. Good job there by Drew Albright on the block. He's going to carry the ball into the zone. All the way, well, they're going to say he was offsides there. Couldn't see it from my vantage point. I was blocked by some Czech players leaning over the bench. Couldn't see if he actually got the ball across the blue line, but the referee was right there. 14-10 left in the third period. Yeah, the referee immediately signaled. And we're ready for the draw. Won by the Czechs. Jan Čeka with it. Drops it back to the point. Long wrist shot right into the breadbasket of Andrew Carter. That one came hot off the stick of number 27, Yuri Habar. Referee ready to drop the ball. Taking it back was the Americans. Sion rattles it around behind for Carter. Along the near boards from Malloy, but was intercepted by the Czechs as Carter loses his stick. Poke checked away by the Americans. Back down along the far boards. Carter on his man, down low. Dutney battling against Čeka. Čeka trying to circle it out. Shot goes high off the glass, down low. U.S. gains possession. Chipped out onto the stick of Eddie Urban, trying to make a move. Blocked. Over to Čeka. Čeka looking for some help. Dumps it in down low. Kicked into the corner by Michael Andes. Bodied off the ball by Kral. Now picked up by Karchik. Czechs with possession. Long shot goes wide. Tumanello picks it up. Czech Republic get a couple of fresh legs out. U.S. take it back behind their net. Andy's with it. Andy's waiting for something to develop here, looking for an outlet pass. Czech again, aggressive on the forecheck. And we're going to get a flooring call here. Face-off will come all the way back down deep into the U.S. zone. Interesting contrast here for both teams. The U.S. has been playing a 1-4 trap against the Czechs when the Czech have been coming out of their zone, and conversely, the Czechs have just basically been applying a 2-1-2 here and following all of the American forwards right around to the neutral zone, trying to prevent the defense from letting them get a clean outlet pass. So, sure, this is something that the coaches have seen when watching the video review of these games, and a lot of times these hockey games where teams are so evenly matched, they end up just becoming a chess match, right? Which team can capitalize on their opportunities when they're prevented. Good save by Carter. Out of the zone, but picked up by the Czechs, intercepted by the Americans, and now we get a whistle here as I think the ball hit the camera down low. You just saw Team Canada women win bronze over Team Slovakia, who had really been plagued by injuries this entire tournament. They're just one of those teams that it happens to every tournament, it seems, right? Somebody catches the injury bug, and unfortunately for the Slovakian women, that was them this tournament. But hey, credit to Canada. Winners of the bronze, 7-1. Shot deflected on the stick of the vest. Shot. Oh, what a toe save, I think that was, by Mokri. Not sure he saw that, but just stuck his leg out there and got a piece of his toe on it. Czechs working it in the zone. Nowhere to go. Onto the stick of Levesque. U.S. trying to get a counterattack going here. Sent forward over to Corey Wilson. Wilson, long shot, just goes wide. Rebound! Oh, it goes through the net off the stick of Brandon Jones. I don't know if that was poke checked away or if Jones just shot it through. As the Czechs end up dumping it out of zone. Oh, what a golden opportunity there for Brandon Jones. From my vantage point, it really looked like he was going to bury it, so I can only assume that a Czech player got a stick on that, saved the goal, dumped it down deep. Fredrickson gives chase. 11:30 left remaining. U.S. is actually offsides here, and so they're going to run off and get some fresh legs. Sent in deep by the Czechs. Back behind Carter, giving chase is Dutney. Centering off the boards. Over to Albright. Up. Batted back into the zone by the Czech Republic. Streaking in. Centering attempt opportunity. Went for the pass. Score! The Czech Republic go up 2 goals. U.S. looking stunned right now. Carter still down on the ground. Get to the goal scorer here and the assist in just a moment as the Czech Republic celebrate. Well, I was just smart heads-up hockey by the Czech Republic there. That play started by when it got poke check back into the zone. You can see the drop pass there to center, fake the shot, wait till the defenseman committed, and then the initial redirect went off the side of the net, but goes right back to the guy's stick. Ball could have went anywhere. It went right back to the guy's stick and just bats it into an empty net. So that goal is going to be Dalmiel Zvonek, number 26. So Czechia gets the assist on that. Well, at some point, the U.S. they're not going to be able to afford the luxury of sitting back into a 1-4 trap. They're going to have to start going on a more aggressive forecheck here because the clock is now their enemy. Hate to pull a John Madden and state the obvious, but can't sit back and wait there for stuff to happen, right? You're going to have to start applying a more aggressive forecheck and just make things happen. Right? Try and create your own bounces as Andes takes it behind the net. And I'm sure everybody on the U.S. bench is aware of that fact. Albright hemmed in his own zone, trying to make a move. Does. Centering attempt over to Sion, but it's poke checked away. Now the Czechs potentially have numbers 2-on-1 developing. Pass all alone. Shot score! Czechs go up 3. Turnover proven costly for the United States. And the Czechs have capitalized on the last 2 opportunities they've had. .933 remaining here. U.S. down 4-1. Now this is a tall order for them. Let's take a look at the replay here. Just a perfect saucer pass. Absolutely nothing Carter could do on that. And head coach Corey Hirsch calls a timeout here. Well, I know I'm talking mostly to the U.S. fans back home. You know, there's time left in this game. It ain't over, right? Stranger things have happened in the sport of ball hockey. This is a U.S. squad that has a lot of veteran players, but also just a lot of talent on the roster. All of these players know how to win. They all have faced adversity in their career at some point, multiple times, in fact. They know how to get the job done. They got to pick their heads up, start running, start getting a little bit more active with the sticks, and just try and create a bounce, right? As you heard me say before, during the week when I've called games where teams have had, 3-goal leads, 4-goal leads, right? You can't think of it as, we got to get 3 on this shift. It's just win your shift. Just try to get 1. And then on the next shift, just win that shift, right? Just try to get 1. You can't think of it as, I got to go out there and score 3 goals and tie this game up. Just do the best you can on the shift that you're on, as Jordan Albright gives chase. Picked back up by the Czechs here. Czechs looking crisp with their passes. Center attempt just goes wide. Another tic-tac-toe play by the Czech Republic. Mishandled by Carter there, and the Czechs bury it. 5-1. Czechs pouring it on now. Carter made the initial save, and it looked like he just went to bring it in with his stick. Have to take a look at the replay and see what happened, if he just went too far over it with the ball, or sometimes, you're wearing the goalie mask and you go to look down, you misjudge it. It happens. I mean, here's the shot. It's a long shot from the point. Yeah, he just missed it with his stick. And unfortunate for the United States, right? So where does the ball go? Right onto the stick of the Czech Republic player. That's number 23, Voltek Jolger. So number 98, Loda, gets an assist on that, as does Jiří Habar, number 27. And so the fourth Czech goal was scored by Nicholas Langer, number 97. And that was assisted by Vanek, number 20. As the U.S. has possession here, but then Corey Fredrickson, it looked like, backhanded it up into the Czech bench. So the faceoff will come out to the neutral zone. 8:33 remaining. Czech Republic in control here, 5-1. Long shot by Jones, gloved by Mokry. Referee waiting for the Czechs to get ready for the draw here. It'll be taken by Wilson. One back by Wilson. Dutney fakes the shot all the way down to Jones. Jones tried a center attempt there, back to Fredrickson, intercepted by the Czechs. Back behind the net. U.S. aggressive now on the forecheck. Poke checked away by Fredrickson. Tried to bat out of midair was Corey Wilson. Good hustle effort there on the part of Fredrickson and Wilson. They're all going to go off for a change now. Tumanello comes out along with Bergamasco and Persischetti. So as you can see, the U.S. changing their forecheck strategy here now, with the clock being their enemy, down 4 goals. Czechs dump it in down deep. Picked up by Andes. Back onto his stick. Over to Melillo. Up to Bergamasco. Long shot. deflect it up into the mesh netting, see where the draw is, come back into the neutral zone here.
Thanks very much for your support.
Czech with it all alone now. Errant pass. Gain possession. Ball goes off the foot of Vinny Tumanello back into the Czech zone. Dump it back across center floor, deep into the U.S. zone. Kevin chases Levesque. Molilo across the floor over to Andes, trying to make a move. Blocked by the Czech player. And then dumped in down deep, but a little too high. So hit the netting here, and the faceoff will come back towards center floor. With 6 minutes, 39 seconds away, Czech Republic looking to punch their ticket to the gold medal game. Molilo tripped up, no call. Or pardon me, not Molilo, it was Worgen, sorry. Sent in by the Czechs. Another good pass there. Wrist shot off the waffle. Battle down low. U.S. comes away with it. Onto the stick of Malloy. Gains the zone. Back to Worgen. Throws it in towards net. Intercepted by the Czechs. Rattled around. Picked up by Levesque. Centering attempt. Thrown back into the corner. Over to Urban. One-timer by Malloy. Good save by Mokri. That ball is lobbed high out of the zone, and that's going to end up at a flooring call. Face-off down deep, back in the Czech zone. 5:47 remaining. Well, this was a 2-1 game for a long time. And then, basically, in the span of 2 minutes, the Czechs poured in 3 more. Dalomil Zronek, assisted by Jan Čeka, and Nicholas Langer, a minute and 20 seconds later, assisted by Vanek. And then just 40 seconds later was Votek Jager, assisted by Loda and Hrabar. As we get a timeout by the Czech Republic. It's a 30-second timeout. U.S. still at their bench, waiting. Refs waiting for them to come back out for the draw here. And we are ready for the draw. 5:47 remaining here in the third. Referee providing instructions yet again. It's been an ongoing issue all week with people needing explanations on lining up for the draw. One back by the Czechs. Sent in by the Czech Republic. Chases Vonek. Vonek with it. Back to the point. Over to Slayhofer. Down low to Machacek. Machacek tried to wheel around, intercepted by the U.S., but turned back over to the Czechs. Cross floor pass. Over to Jan Billy. Billy with it. Wrist shot. Ball still loose. Referee blows it dead. Couldn't see it. as the U.S. player gives the Czech player a shove. So getting ready for the draw here, 5 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. Face off, one back by the Czechs, then punched in on net where Carter will just smother it up, and we'll get another draw. Battle behind the net. Andy's bodied off the ball. Sent it down deep. Czechs pick up the ball. Along the far boards to Jan Billy. We passed the 4-minute and 20-second mark remaining here. Still a battle down low. U.S. sends in another player, try and work it loose. Players lose their footing. Big mashup down there, finally taken by the Americans. Intercepted by the Czechs. Sent it down low all alone, trying to forehand backhand, unable to was Jan Billy. Wraparound attempt here. Nope. That's number 20. Radomir Vanek decides to keep it. Back at the point, Langer with it, sent it in down low, picked up by Prazik. Prazik bodied into the boards, and that's going to cost the U.S. 2 minutes in the box with 3:11 remaining. I believe that's Drew Albright about to go off. And that should not surprise anyone, that penalty. No real effort to play the ball there, so. Well, the referees will do their best to keep this one from getting chippy. Head coach Corey Hirsch having some words with the FAR officials. Czechs on the power play, 3:11 left. So the call was boarding on Drew Albright, poked up by Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz into the Czech Republic zone there, tried to make a centering attempt, was unsuccessful. Jordan Albright rolls off of his stick towards the far boards. Bodies the Czech player off the ball, onto the stick of Ruiz. Glove save. Ruiz gets his rebound. Shot. Save again. Ruiz pushed into the net now. As Nikola Levesque and trying to see that Czech player's number. Looks like Daniel Zvonek exchanged pleasantries. Long shot from the point by Dutney goes wide. Picked up by Czechia. Dumps it back. Czechs will just be content really to eat clock here. I mean, there's no incentive to try and risk a turnover, give the U.S. any momentum going the other way. U.S. player without a stick there. It's Eddie Urban. Urban gets a stick from the bench. Czechs back on the power play. Long shot, saved by Carter, but rebound is buried. And the Czech player was all alone behind him. So Tomáš Kudela will get the goal. 6-1 Czech Republic. See on the replay here, there was the ball squirt loose and picked up and just put into the empty net. Well, the Czech Republic will face the winner of Canada and Switzerland coming up next. As Corey Wilson was asking for some explanation there from the referee. He went over and talked to his head coach, and now he goes back to center floor. Minute 49 left. Czechs leading 6-1.
43-11. Goal Team Czech Republic. Scorer number 12, Tomáš Kudela. Assisted by 27.
Center attempt goes off of a foot, now back down in the U.S. zone, taken by Melillo. Picked up by Michael Andis. Andis, long dump in, just steered aside by Mokri. Andis chases his own rebound, picked up by the Czechs, softly out of the zone. Czechs. Opportunity there, and that one ends up finding the back of the net off the stick of Nicholas Langer. Well, it's just one of those games, right? What can you do? Everything they throw at the net is finding the back of the twine. Nicholas Langer, who scored that memorable overtime game-winning goal last year in Liberec for the Czech Republic in their U23 game. You see here, he pulls it back, goes to his backhand, then it goes off of Brandon Jones's foot and right into the back of the net. Last minute of play here in the period. Czech Republic on their way to the gold medal game. Facing the winner of Canada and Switzerland coming up next. We expect this to be a jam-packed Lonza Arena here. Beautiful sunny day in Visp, Switzerland. "40 seconds remaining here as we get a whistle. We have a penalty on the goaltender. Pointed at the goaltender and indicated slashing. So slashing is the call. At number 88, to me it looked like he had nothing to do with it. Must be on the goaltender. See if we can see something here on the replay. Oh yeah, there it is, right on the leg. Well, it's 7-1. It's not going to matter, but it's obviously a penalty. I mean, you can't just whack a guy on the leg there, right? Doesn't matter if it's 7-1 or 100-0. You can't do that. So the U.S. will finish the game on the power play. centering attempt for Drew Albright was unable to be corralled. The Czechs will just dump that in softly, and Andrew Carter comes out to play it. Up to the captain, Johnny Ruiz. Long wrist shot, easily gloved down, and then sent out of the zone, and that'll do it. The Czech Republic are guaranteed to go home with at least the silver medal. The United States will play for bronze as the Czechs gather around Tomáš Mokry. They earned it today, no doubt about that. They were the better team today. So the Czechs head back to the gold medal game. They made it in 2022, lost to the home team, Canada. And I'm sure they will anxiously await the winner of Canada and Switzerland, which we will have coming up next. Just hanging around to see who they award player of the game here, and then give my voice a rest before I have to call the next game between Canada and Swiss.
Vice President of the ISBHF. Wir werden jetzt die besten Players von diesem Spiel ehren.
So ISBHF Vice President Thomas Brzezina from the Czech Republic will present Player of the Game awards.
Best player of USA, number 20, Drew Albright.
Drew Albright, the lone goal scorer, gets Player of the Game for the United States.
Best player of Team Czech Republic, the number 19, Karl Senek.
And the best player for the Czech Republic, number 19, Zdeněk Král. All right, that'll do it for me. Final score 7-1. Congratulations to the Czech Republic punching their ticket to the gold medal game. They will leave with no less than silver. And I will see you back here in approximately 45 minutes for the start of the Canada-Swiss game, the second of our men's semifinals. Appreciate you tuning in, folks. Thanks.
Lutz Arena, and we will see USA at the bronze game at 13:00 tomorrow here in the Lutz Arena. So, get ready for the next game at 1800 hours.